Hey Gemini, welcome to your yearly oracle reading. So this reading is going to be covered for 2019, just to give you a little bit of an idea of, your career, life purpose, work. So this is great if you've been, in a transition period, thinking of, leaving one job to go to the next. Maybe you're unemployed, you're thinking where to put your energy soon. Or overall, you just want to explore. Maybe you're already on the right path and you need some confirmation. So I've already shuffled a deck because I am using a variety of decks specific for career and work. So we'll get right into your reading. Here we go. Okay, so overall, I do see a common theme for a lot of you. You do have let go, trust, and heart's desires. So the first thing I got with a lot of you is that I'm picking up some of you, you're really considering, like, you don't want to make the wrong choice again to pick something where you're going to waste your time and energy. Like, you're really focusing on targeting your resume, your cover letter, or just your energy towards something that's giving you your soul fulfillment and also that's practical and logical at the same time. So you're kind of trying to balance the two of like heart, logic together. So it is asking for you, especially with this card. Okay, the angels are supporting, guiding, and protecting you as your dreams become a reality. So a lot of you, here, if you could see that there, you are turning your back away from something, okay? And I do feel a lot of you are walking into more personal freedom or something that makes you feel a little less stressed, that's more calm, more peaceful. Maybe the money will be less, okay? And they're saying to you that you're headed towards the right direction if this is applying to you right now. But keep focusing on your dream. So this is an energy that's leaving. So you're walking away from something that's not serving you. A lot of you are walking. You've thought about it and you want to study some more. So a lot of you might be going back to school. Okay. So this here. All right. It says the answer that you're seeking involves going to school. So this could be getting higher education. Maybe you have your bachelor's, maybe you want to get your master's, maybe your doctor's, whatever that is. It could be higher education, or it could just mean you could benefit from taking like a 6-month course, something in a trade or anything like that, even like a little certificate that will give you some confidence to move forward in the direction that you wish to go to, okay? This could apply to workshops, just mini courses here and there. Maybe even taking, if you're in a full-time job, maybe you want to go back to school. It's also advising you to maybe take bit by bit, course by course, okay, towards leading you towards that diploma or degree. Okay, so definitely there's something here that needs study. I do feel that. And you could be learning online, researching things. Yeah, online study, definitely. Even online schooling as well. That applies to that too. You could even be getting work in a school, okay? Some of you, I see you like dealing with children. So maybe you're thinking of becoming a teacher or a counselor or maybe a facilitator for youth, and this is the environment that you're seeking, okay? So this is also confirmation that you're on the right path for that. I'm seeing animals as well, okay? So maybe there's one or two of you who knows out there listening. This is specific, but maybe you want to become a vet and you want to heal animals. It could be the animal you currently have, or maybe you're thinking of getting. This is bringing healing into your life, and having this animal is a part of your life purpose, okay? So by you giving it love and shelter and caring for it, it's giving you healing at the same time, okay? Animals give us a lot of healing. It's like more magical healing than we give them most of the time. It's crazy, but they have there's so much magic like in an animal that it could awaken so much of your intuition. It makes you happier. Like it's beautiful. So yeah, and some of you, animals, it does apply, like taking care of animals or vet or anything like that. Maybe in a charity, or maybe you're, protesting against something, against cruel animal treatment. That's also coming up. even if you're like signing a petition, it could be something simple that you do this year that it just is that extra spark, something that inspires you. But overall, I do feel a lot of you, you're really considering where you've been, where you are now, and where do you want to go. Okay, and it's saying there's a strong feeling here in the cards. It's saying trust your feelings and dreams to guide your career path. So whatever it is, the instinct that you're getting, that tug, that, even like a stomach ache when you walk into a work environment or like you get a headache, these are all signs, okay? You got to pay attention to that your body is giving you to move you towards something better, okay? So sometimes by being in something that you don't like, don't feel regrets, because the more you do things that, you don't like, or maybe you're not doing it obviously purposely, so just take it as a sign that you're learning something. And whatever it is that you're learning in that, job that you hate, it's going to teach you something in the long run. And you're going to look back at this time or the time you had before that you had a negative experience, and you're going to, you're going to say to yourself, this is why I had to go through that experience, okay? But career change is here, okay? So a lot of you are going through that transition. So it might be a little uncomfortable right now, but I do feel a lot of you are getting signs. So pay attention whether they're coming in the forms of like numbers, music, anything at all, okay? Because your angels, they will give you signs. So just pay attention around you. It could come at the back of a car, of a license plate, maybe a song that's repeating, okay? And if you're really confused and you don't know what signs you're getting, pray for that. Say to, Creator, God, whatever it is you believe in, your spirit guide, your guardian angel, just ask, just say, can you please give me a clear sign on what move I need to make next? What are my next steps? And maybe you could write it down. Maybe you'll get some inspiration at that point, or feelings or thoughts that you could, write down, and see what you're writing often, because that's a sign in itself. There's something there for you to explore, okay? So something better is coming. So even though a lot of you might be in that limbo stage right now, the ones that are kind of, reconsidering stuff. Some of you might be happy where you are, and maybe you're just taking some courses for fun. It could be that as well. But, I like, there's a lot of animals here. There's dog, horse, lion, bird. So yeah. And this is also saying a lot of you are great visionaries, okay? You have a lot of ideas and inspirations that come to you. You have the ability to see the big picture. Okay, so this is saying, like I just heard, focus on something that's more open and maybe public oriented, or something where you could direct and be more creative. I feel like detail work and, data and stuff like that. I feel like with looking at this picture, I feel like some of you are doing that, and it's not in alignment with who you are. If you're social and outgoing, you're stuck in like a little in front of a computer, like inputting stuff. Okay, so that's specific, but that's a message for you, telling you to, explore some other lifestyles out there, some other options, get help from maybe even a spiritual advisor, okay? On, what else you could do, what other opportunities there are. Maybe visit a career counselor as well, okay? So it's going to be an interesting year, but in order for something new to come in, and trust me, I've done this numerous times, like I've had a lot of jobs in my life too, and the time where I left things open and left a space is when new doors started opening. So, I'm not telling you to quit or anything like that, but you know what you can manage. But start, if you can't leave physically from a job, at least energetically start picturing yourself somewhere else, so you could open the doorway to something new, okay, to come in. All right, so that's like an important message that had to come through. So let's see the message you have for the abundance angels. Yeah, so overall, I do see a transition, people going to school, people working with children, teaching's coming up. What else is coming up here? Teaching and training, supervising, direction. Let's see for Gemini. Okay. All right. Moonlighting. Oh, look at this. Okay. All right. So this is what it says. You can start working on your dream career part-time while keeping your other job to pay the bills. Soon your dream career will take flight and fully support you. So this is great, and it makes sense with what I was saying. If you're worried about, leaving your current job, you're learning a lot from there. You're building a lot of connections. So don't see it in a negative light that much. See it as an opportunity to put some more focus on your dream, because it's giving you that stability and support to pay your bills. And then you could also work on what you love on the side until it takes flight and you could fully do it, okay? Because nothing works when you're stressed, okay? Like, like if you're struggling for money and you're pressured to create something, you're going to put like anxious energy, fearful energy in that project or dream or whatever, and it's going to like act as a repellent. Like it's going to delay whatever it is that you're dreaming of or wanting to come in. It doesn't mean that it won't come in, but what happens is you block the energy a little, so it delays, okay? So you don't want to you want to be working on something on the side that brings you joy and that you're getting excited and pumped about to bring forward and to do as a full-time thing eventually, right? So you don't want to be working at that other thing, being pressured and stressed. So this is what it's suggesting. Okay, some people work off their adrenaline and a lot of stress. Some people, they create better results like that. So it really depends on you if it's working with you, this kind of card. Okay, some of you're already, aware of this. You want to move forward into your hobby or your part-time thing. You want to bring it forward. So you're going to know when it's time to leave that other work that, you don't really like that much, or it's not needed, because you're going to be getting a lot of support, maybe clients for your new business, and it's just going to get as overwhelming as your current or your full-time work. So, all right. So this is a card. So I just want to explain these ones. So this is the Workplace Oracle. So it's basically workplace cards, not Oracle. Sorry about that. So I created these ones. I sell them on Etsy if you're interested. There's 70 cards and it's around matters of work. Okay, so you could play around with them if you do cards and you read your own cards. So you got focus, okay? So I know Gemini, you're very thinky. You always have many ideas. So focus, okay? Maybe focus for you is taking that one project you feel passion towards, or at your work, focusing at one task at a time, okay? Maybe I could see some of you jumping around to different tasks. Maybe you're missing something, especially Mercury retrogrades. Be careful there, because you can miss some detail there. So your message for work this year is focus, okay? So that could mean anything for a lot of you. But the first thing I got was, because you have many ideas, I feel like you need to write them down and pick like the top 3 you can work with for 2019, or one. Just say, okay, I'm going to put energy towards this thing. Like this is like, you probably have a bucket list of things to do before you die or something like that. I don't know. But like, okay, so that's what it's saying is, if your mind's all over the place and you don't have a goal to reach one, you're not going to move forward with any, or maybe you'll move forward with all of them and you won't succeed in any. Okay. So it's telling you to choose like a focus. Okay. And it's also paying attention with the school you choose. Okay. Make sure you research the educational institutions. Make sure they match with whatever, job you want to go in later. If you want to go to another country, maybe see if that could work out. So just research a little bit there. I'm not sure why that came out right now, but choose your focus or your major. That's the other thing I'm getting, is really pay attention to what your heart's desires are. Like, you don't want to be sitting through courses that are boring to you. So what I recommend, if you're confused about choosing like a certificate or diploma, look at the coursework. That's why programs have courses described on their website. So, go online, do a little Google search and compare them and see what gives a flutter a little more to your heart, or at least a peak of interest. It should give you that curiosity, like, oh, I'd like to learn more about that, okay? Because it's, more likely you wouldn't enjoy, like in my opinion, a field, okay, if you weren't interested in the courses. Most of the time when you're interested in doing a job or choosing a career path, you'd be interested like in those courses leading up to that, okay? So that's like with the majority of people. I haven't really met anyone that said, oh gosh, like I can't stand these courses, and they love their gig. I don't know. If you know anyone like that, please comment. Seriously. I don't know. Let's see here. Alrighty. All right, so these are skills cards. So let's see what skills you could be using this year in your career path. So this is the first time I'm using so many cards. I hope they're helpful for a lot of you. Oh, wow, look at that. A lot of you are performing events, okay, breaking molds. This is like, take it as you see it, okay, because I don't even know all of these skills, but you got all artistic. So that's interesting here, because there's different ones. There's social, there's realistic, there's investigative. Okay, a lot of you are really artsy. Art direction, photography, home decor, design. Okay, these are all design. Okay, you could be like in advertising, communications, you're designing website. You could even be designing your own website this year, or maybe getting someone to design one for you, okay? So this is a part of your purpose this year, is to bring something forward to life, to give birth to something new, to design something. Maybe it's clothing, okay? Breaking molds, okay? So this is interesting. So this is like, bending the rules. I see it like that, breaking molds. Like you're doing something unconventional that's not really not like approved in society, but it's something new, that it's like a new invention, or it's like when Facebook got created, it's like totally new. So it's something very different that you're bringing to life, that is maybe a niche market or a new pathway, a new lifestyle, how to live your life. It could even be like that, okay? But you're like not breaking the rules, but maybe breaking the rules, but bending them a little bit, or creating a new path for people to get inspired by or look forward to in the world. Okay? Because, the way we live today, that was someone else's dream, and we're always creating like the way we're living. Okay? The world is changing in so many different ways. So there's not one way of life. So, and that's why I love promoting travel and traveling, because you get to see so many different lifestyles, maybe even different jobs in the world. So if you're disappointed or you feel stuck where you are now, it's not going to be forever, okay? You don't have to be in that state of mind. You could break free, okay? Performing events. It could be event planning. It could be, maybe you're wanting to become like a singer or an actress, an actor. It could be anything like that. It could even be like sales, okay? Anything that has to do with performing. Teachers have to perform too. So you could even be setting up fun little workshops or information session for children, or something where it has to do with you entertaining someone or something. Okay, so however this applies to you guys. So overall, I hope you have a wonderful year. I hope you connect to this reading, and I'll see you soon again. Bye-bye.